Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Teesha. I've missed you all. How are you doing? Today I thought I would come back real quickly. I'm not quite done, but I've gone through about 10 of the, I want to say it was like 14, 15, 16 Christmas in July candles that I put into my project Use It Up. So I thought 10 is a pretty good number to stop and do a postburn review. Now, since these scents are not new or things you can get right now, I thought I would change up the categories a little bit. I wanted to talk about, did I enjoy it in this warmer weather? And then also, do I need it to come back this Christmas season? So I have 10 different candles here. Well, actually 2 are the same candle, but so 9 different candles here I want to share with you. This was really fun to do, and I really enjoyed sticking this into my project Use It Up because typically I don't need to include candles because I go through candles easily, as you guys can see. I also wanted to say, just because I have so many new friends here, welcome. I usually put up better, more like, consistent content, but right now I'm in a little bit of a transition, which I'm going to bring you a video by the end of this month, chit-chatting with you all about it. But I like to do postburn reviews so we can talk about after we've burnt the candle a little bit. Sometimes in the middle, they kind of change course or change, or not, candles that weren't favorites became favorites. Candles that I absolutely loved just became okay. So this is a way for me to do that in a post-burn review. But also, once we had these candles and, there's so many strong scents that come out at Christmas time, a few of these got pushed to the back of my collection because they were a little bit on the lighter side. So did they work a little bit better in the summer? We're going to chat about that. So I'm going to jump right in. And like I said, I've kind of split them into candles that I enjoyed or didn't, but I don't need to see come back, and then candles I would absolutely love to see come back. So let's just jump right in. So I actually burnt through 2 of the Give Hope Peppermint Marshmallow candles. I like this scent, and I would like to see it come back. The notes are crushed peppermint, fluffy marshmallow, and powdered sugar. Now, those notes don't sound like they're going to be overly strong, do they? Burning 2 gave the scent a little bit of a boost. I burned these very close together, but I will say they still did not fill a room, and they didn't really mesh or blend with any of the other scents I'm going to share with you today. But there is something I still really enjoy about this scent. It's just kind of like uplifting, sweet without being overly cloyingly sweet. I would just like to see it amped up just a tiny bit, either the marshmallow side or the peppermint side. They don't have to do both. We do have other candles that come out that are like this scent, but I really just want this scent to be just a little bit more. So yes, I would like to see it come back. I will tell you that I feel like I actually got a better burn or a better experience out of this in the colder season. Something about peppermint. Now it is hot here, really hot. Like you can see in my hair how hot. Like we've had a couple of 100-degree days. And so, sometimes that peppermint is nice if it can kind of cool you down. So like as a lotion or even as like a body mist, you kind of get that sensation of cooling. But you aren't really getting that sensation of cooling from this candle. So I feel like I liked it a little bit more in the winter, but that's when it came out. So that makes total sense. So I burnt 2 together and it gave it a little bit of a boost, but it wasn't strong enough to hold its own with any of the other gourmand scents I'm going to share with you. And then when I was trying to blend it just to make a little peppermint marshmallow mixed with hot cocoa and cream, I can only smell hot cocoa and cream. That might just be my nose, but for me, this wasn't really one that, I enjoyed burning it, but if we were recommending Christmas candles right now, I would say wait and listen for reviews on that one, because for me, it was just a little bit on the light side, but I would like to see it come back. Here's one that I don't need to come back, and I might be the only one to say this, but Hope Winter Peach Marshmallow just really didn't do enough for me. I know marshmallow vanilla-based scents aren't knocking me out of the house, and that's not what I want it to do. This has notes of velvet peach, vanilla meringue, and creamy jasmine. And I just feel like I really enjoyed this candle on coal. And it was okay on burn, but it was so light. Like, I'm really picking up the vanilla now, but I remember burning this, and I jokingly say, I will stand over a candle and start to get a tan trying to find it. And I felt like I was doing that with this one. I did keep it on a dining room or a end table next to the couch. So when I was that close to it, sitting on the couch next to the table, I could pick up little hints of vanilla, little hints of peach, but I really wasn't sure if I was actually smelling it or if I was trying to smell it so I could just like have a scent memory. I just feel like this was quite a light candle. I don't want to say weak because some people like lighter scents. But for me, I don't necessarily need this to come back. I don't know that it will, but this collection just didn't do that much for me. So I think I have one of each of these left. And if this scent or this collection comes out again for Christmas, I might skip it because none of them were like wow to me. So those are my thoughts on Winter Peach Marshmallow. I remember how hard this was to get our hands on. And again, if it does come out, listen for reviews. There are people that really enjoy picking up these candles super early and letting you know, is it perform just as good as last year? Does it perform better? For me, I would need to hear people say this performs a little bit better because again, it's a big candle and like for you to just barely get a hint of vanilla and maybe a sweetness from the jasmine, but it's just like a very hint of sweet, hint of vanilla, hint of everything. So that's all I really had to share about that one. Next, we're going to talk about cinnamon sugar pecan. This was nice. This one really did well. It's cinnamon sugar, warm roasted pecans, brown sugar. It's just kind of like a gourmand praline type of scent. I burnt this in the kitchen. I had actually burnt about half of this and put it away because I did not grab a backup. But I can still smell that cinnamon sugar. This is closer to like a cereal kind of scent, like Cinnamon Toast Crunch than like cereal cartoons was for me, but it's really nice. I don't really pick up a strong pecan note, but I definitely get like a caramelized kind of candied, I'm thinking of like one of those little pixies or whatever from, what was that? Fannie Mae, those little candy stores in the mall or something to that nature. Really nice. I don't necessarily think I need to pick it up again. If they added like a milk chocolate note, I think that would be kind of interesting. Again, kind of making it a little bit more Christmas candy-like, but it was really nice. It really did throw. I could really smell this one all through my kitchen, which is a really big open space, and I didn't have anything helping it. So this one performed well. It's just one of those things I don't think I'd be like, ooh, I need another pecan scented candle. So that one was pretty good. Worked perfectly for this time of year. I wouldn't be mad if they brought it back. I just don't necessarily need it. And then I went ahead and went through this champagne toast, and you can see this one got a little like burnt really hot. Like the entire time it burnt really hot. Like it was from the get-go. I actually stuck it on the warmer so you can see. Because like once it was really starting, like, I don't know, once like this coloration is this dark, I'll just stick something on the warmer. Champagne toast is a scent that we all know, though. It is bubbly champagne, sparkling berry, juicy tangerine. I love this packaging. Look at that cute little label. But it did burn really hot. So, not that that's a big deal because if we are, watching our candles, we can put them out. Also, I do have the air on and I'm not going to turn my air off to burn candles. I do try to watch where I stick my candles. So not directly sitting over one of my vents, but sometimes it's like really hot here, so you can kind of really hear the fan pick up and it might be catching a draft, the candles. But for the most part, I watch them and I just don't stick them directly next to my vents. But like I said, I've kind of caught that from time to time where I'm like, oh, that vent's really picking up. And like, I'll have a bookshelf, which is, 4 or 5 shelves high with a candle on it somewhere displayed. And I'm like, that seems to be flickering. So maybe it's catching a little bit. So kind of be mindful of that. It really could have contributed. But I remember when I lit this for the very first time, it started burning pretty hot. Other than that, I love champagne toast. It is a candle that I usually pick up around the beginning of the year. It's kind of like my New Year's Eve scent, if you will. And I did already have one that I burnt through at that time. So I just went ahead and burned this now. This is really nice for now though, because it's a nice effervescent, bubbly, fruity scent. So even though it's in Christmas packaging, it did not remind me of Christmas whatsoever. And then I guess the rest of them, these are all ones I really do hope come back. So in case I don't say that moving forward, these are all scents I would like to see back. Okay, so the first one I went through was Sugared Snickerdoodle. This also was a kitchen scented candle. And well, I put it in the kitchen, doesn't have to be, but its notes are warm spices, creamy vanilla, sugared musk. There is this just like beautiful sweetness to this candle. You definitely pick up on the cookie, baking, gourmand scent, but that sugared musk is very sweet. It's almost like at times, it made me hungry for a cookie. And at times I was like, man, I wish I had this in body care because of that like sweet musk scent that you really wouldn't pick up from a gourmand scent. made this one kind of special. It really did throw nicely, surprisingly. Like, I think this one picked up over time, if I'm remembering correctly. At the beginning, it was like just okay, but I remember towards the end, I was like, I am really loving this candle, and now it's over. So I would love to see Sugared Snickerdoodle come back. I think it does every year. I sometimes feel like Sugared Snickerdoodle and the gingerbread marshmallows are so close. They're different, but they're so close that I'm like, is it different? But another one that will always come back, but I am here for, is hot cocoa and cream. This was a really nice scent. Again, like at night, I keep my house as cold as Walmart. You know, when you walk in, you're like, ooh, I mean, I just can't help it. I save for the summer so I can use my air. And so I'm sitting around in a blanket at night. I know that's crazy, but like, we go for walks. I'm outside a lot with kids at school. So I'm out in the heat a lot. So I just kind of want the air. So this at night with a blanket was just so cozy. That's where I was going with that long-winded story. So decadent milk chocolate, fresh steamed milk, and mini marshmallows. This definitely worked. Again, I used it kind of as like an evening, not aromatherapy, but kind of aromatherapy scent. It was just really nice to put on, watch a movie, like, you know, start all the crazy things that I need to think about doing for the next day. I really enjoyed this. It burnt really nicely. And again, kind of comparing it, this came out in the same collection, and that one burnt really hot, and this one burnt pretty good. So, you know, that's something to keep in mind. But yes, I hope hot cocoa and cream comes out again this year. And again, I'm very happy to get through this many candles, but some of them, when I'm done burning them, I'm like, oh, I'm ready for you to come out already, and it's July. So I'll definitely be picking up more hot cocoa and cream. It's one of my favorite candles. Okay, a couple more. This one was so surprisingly good this time. And I had burnt one in the past. This is Give Warmth, the marble chocolate cupcake. This was probably my favorite candle that came out. Right now I'm finishing up the Peach on Earth though, which has been pretty good. And I think I just wanted it to be Peppermint Marshmallow, but it ended up being, this one and Peach on Earth are really good. So marble chocolate cupcake, you'd think, oh yeah, hot cocoa and cream, you're a gourmand lover. But this was so decadent. That is the word I want to use. This was so rich. It stopped me sometimes when I was burning it, and I would think, they nailed that candle. So it's sweet cocoa, milk chocolate topped with vanilla glaze. This was so nice. Like, I remember it burning and I would just stop and like enjoy it. And a lot of times candles don't make me stop and enjoy them. This one did the entire time I burnt it. I don't know why I keep doing that right there, but it was literally like so good that I would stop and just like take a few deep breaths so I could really enjoy and savor it. It really did give you that like cocoa versus vanilla scent, so neither one overpowered the other. They mix beautifully. I really hope they do bring this back. I've tried it in other forms and fashions, like, you know, ice cream bar wasn't as good. This one was good, so I really hope they bring back this exact note formulation, because in the burn, like the throw was really good for a gourmand scent, I have to say. Okay, two more. Peppermint hot chocolate I want to talk about. So again, I burnt through a hot cocoa and cream. I went through 2 peppermint marshmallows, but this one was my favorite this time around. Cool peppermint, silky milk chocolate, sweet cream. And that's why I think I would love peppermint marshmallow. And I understand they brought out both, but this with a milk chocolate note, I think would be so good. So this one really brings the peppermint and the milk chocolate. You really get both notes. This was really nice at night. This was a perfect summer candle. And I know that sounds so weird, because I also, when I think of peppermint chocolate, I think of like snow, and I think about like you're snowed into your house and you just gotta chill out and stay home. And that's what I love about winter, is it slows everybody down and you just kind of get to relax a little bit. But this one was throwing like crazy. I really wish I would have had found more. It burnt pretty hot, I will say. You know, I didn't actually end up warming this when I burnt it all the way down. It burnt pretty hot. I probably should have watched the burn time on this one, but I was just enjoying it quite a bit. So as you can see, a little bit of that was just a hot burn, but a little bit of that was me letting it go past the 3-hour mark, because I was really enjoying the scent. I don't know, if I lit it at like 5, I'd put it out by 9. So it burned for about 4 hours, and I just couldn't help myself, even though I saw that it was getting hot. But I think a couple of those, again, I can't remember because it's been like all month long. This has been a crazy month, but the drafts in my house, like, you really do need to watch that, because vents for me are at the ceiling, on the floor, and then like coming from the side of the wall. So there is a lot of like airflow and like movement in the summer with your AC. So I was mindful, but maybe not as mindful as I should have been a couple of times there. My very last one, I know this has actually been quite a long video, but I missed you guys and I'm just miss rambling to you about candles. This was an amazing candle. This is Winterberry wreath. I really hope, honestly, if they only brought back one of the candles that I'm talking about today, I really hope it's this one. This was so nice for the summertime too. The notes are fresh picked orange, juicy blackberry, and warm vetiver. I burnt this at night as well, and it was so juicy with the fruit notes. And that vetiver just gave it this like earthy, dirty, spicy note. I really, really, really enjoyed this. This one had like a luminary effect, so it was really nice at night. All the lights are off. I just had like 1 or 2 candles going through the house. And this one you could see through those little like white spots, the light and the flicker. I just really enjoyed the whole experience. This one threw like a champ, like truly on the high side, which I like to say when I really feel confident. And I'm very confident that this one was a high throw. It just was juicy and like fruity, but also earthy and dirty. So just unique and not a gourmand scent, which you're gonna get a lot of from me. So I really, really enjoyed this one. They have to bring this back. I do have a couple more backups, but this was such a unique candle for Christmas and it really worked for my Christmas in July. So that is 10 3 wicks that I burned through. I do have a regular post-burn review that I'll be bringing you soon. And I do miss you guys so much. I can't wait to come back and just do a few more videos and chit chat with you about everything. So I hope you're doing well. I will bring you the rest of my winter, Christmas in July Project Use It Up post-burn reviews as soon as I can. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know, did you participate in this category? How are you doing on your Project Use It Up? I will bring you an update as soon as August rolls around. I've been using some products up now that SAS is over and I'm not bringing so much in. But I know that you just saw a haul, so I have brought in a few things. So that is it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching and just supporting this channel and loving my rambling. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. And I will see you on the video very soon. Bye.